Hey guys, it's Alex here, and I'm back with Southampton for the February review for season 8, I think. To start off, the Premier League, we're doing actually really well at the moment. We are 8 points clear at the top over Arsenal and 9 points by Man U, and then there's Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham. Liverpool aren't doing so well this year in 8th. Swansea aren't doing well, Stoke aren't doing well, neither are Wigan, but Burnley, Blackburn, and Middlesbrough are actually definitely down there. I think Middlesbrough are going to go down this season. For stats, actually, Husband is up there with the goal scoring charts. He's only like joint second by 4 goals. Johnny Cooper's up there with a rating with an over 8 rating, which is ridiculous. And then Mike Husband as well. And then Galley's up there with the assists. So that's been good actually. For our transfer history, obviously Jeremy Vogel came in from Real Madrid and Christian Beer from Bayern on frees. Um, Les Reed, our director of football, signed this Arturo Vidal from Man U for 4.6 million. Seeing as he's worth 6.75 million, it's a pretty good deal. He's actually like a player that we don't have really, an experienced old player. He's definitely our oldest player now. Oldest player is Jack Cork at 30, and he can play pretty much anywhere on the pitch. Yeah, apart from striker and goalkeeper, but yeah, but that was good. Ken Gray, we signed. Scottish player actually. He got 5-star potential. He's like a midfielder. He did score in his debut actually. I think Sheffield Wednesday put a bid in for him, which is how I found him, and they just signed him for 5.25 million, which is pretty good. He looks pretty good. Johan Calves, another midfielder. We need more midfielders, and I've realised we now need more centre backs because we have no centre backs. I've been having to play Alonso as a centre back for some of these games because Cooper and Hooper are too tired. Johan Calves, 15-year-old Frenchman, 12.5 million from Stade Rennais. He looks pretty good. He's got 5-star potential. It's worth 6.5 million already. And then we signed our biggest signing this year, Santos, from Lyon. We so easily could have got him for like a free with a contract offer, but he signed for them. But then I decided to buy him because he looks amazing. If you look at his stats for an 18-year-old, he's worth 17.25 million. Look at his stats: 17 heading, 17 finishing, 17 pace, 18 teamwork and work rate and technique. His determination 16, which is pretty good as well. There's a lot of good stats there. For people going out, obviously Thomas Ince went out for 15 million Tottenham. Adam Lallana we sold to Celtic for 5.25. He kept saying about he wanted a new challenge, and even though he's like a club legend, I guess we had to let him go really. Fabio went to Arsenal for 12 million. He wasn't really getting played behind our left backs, so just sort of decided to let him go, get him off the wage budget. Um, who else went out? There's a lot of loans, obviously. Um, let's see, loans. Kieran Clark, actually, he went to Bayern for 7 million. He said he wanted a new challenge. He wasn't getting played. Jake Sinclair went to West Brom for 975k. This guy has been here since the beginning, but he's never played. Look how many loans he's had. He's had loans to Port Vale, Blackpool, Millwall, Charlton, Hull, Portsmouth, and Sheffield United. This year, I did bring him on as a sub 2 times, and he didn't score actually, but he played for us. So I was like, I need to play him before he leaves because he was on the end of his contract at the end of the year. Also, Wilfred Awolo went to Huddersfield for 1.7 million. This is a combination of both that he's a left mid, so he wasn't going to play in our team, and the fact that he wanted 40,000 for a new contract because his contract was up at the end of the year. And seeing as he was on a contract of like 6,000 before, and everyone else wanted lower contracts, I'm like, no, I'm not going to pay it. I'll just offer him out. So he's leaving. Obviously, had lots of loans. The loanees are actually doing really well. If we look, Dunphy, our goalkeepers at Crystal Palace, are doing well. Adam Todd and Conforto are doing really well. Adam Todd at West Brom, he's got 15 goals, and Conforto's got 15 goals at Real Sociedad. Connor Malbon's done well as well. Paco is ridiculous. He's got 8 goals and 7 starts for Lyon, which is pretty ridiculous. And we've got a lot of loans. Look at the value of our loaning is out. It's ridiculous. But that's been good actually. On to the fixtures now, finally. Um, we had the Community Shield versus Man U. Lost again, 2-1. Salcido scoring for us, but I think, yeah, it just wasn't good. Then we lost to Liverpool 2-1 for the start of the season, which wasn't the best either. Fierro scoring. Um, then we beat Man City 5-1. So that's a pretty good rebound. Ramirez, Ward-Prowse, Gutierrez, Galley, and Salcido. Galley's actually starting to come in instead of Salcido. Salcido hasn't been doing too well. Obviously, he's worth 60 million, but he's not playing as much anymore. I might look to sell him in the next season. Also, along with Fierro, because Fierro hasn't been doing too well. Where is he? There he is. He doesn't. He's just sort of not as good as our other strikers now. 1-1 against Aston Villa though, which was annoying. Johnny Cooper with our goal. Then we had Sheffield Wednesday, who we beat 3-0. Danilo, Fierro, and Galley. We had Slovan Bratislava in our Champions League group, beat them 6-0. Gutierrez was 4, Galley and Danilo scoring. Chelsea we beat 3-2. Gutierrez with 2 and Galley with 1. Capital One Cup we had Reading, Nikolovsky, Alonso and Bakayoko. I love saying that name, but then we had Derby 3-1, Gutierrez and Hooper. Champions Cup against Galatasaray, I mean. Cooper with 2 and Husband with 1. Beat Wigan 6-1. Gutierrez with 3, Fierro, Husband and Nikolovsky with 1 each. Blackburn 6-0. Hooper with 3, Nikolovsky with 1, Ward-Prowse and Husband both with 1 each. Drew with Marseille 1-0, 1-1 at home, Husband with a goal. Then we had Newcastle 2-1, 2 goals by Husband. And then we had Chelsea in the Capital One Cup, 4th round. And we beat them 9-2, which is ridiculous. Galley got a hat-trick, Gutierrez got 2, Husband got a hat-trick, actually Galley got 2, Husband got a hat-trick, Bakayoko got 1 and Nikolovsky got 1 too. I think it was mostly because Oscar Brown got sent off in the 28th minute, but that was a record for the most goals scored in the Capital One Cup game, which is absolutely ridiculous, especially against Chelsea as well. Also, I think in our game versus Wigan, oh no, it wasn't that game. Oh, it's annoying. It was one, I think it was from last season actually. I'm just thinking about that, but oh well. But yeah, 9-2. Just ridiculous. Like, Husband, Gutierrez and Galley were all on 2 each, so I couldn't take any of them off because there's the whole thing, if you take someone off on 2 goals, it's like, why didn't you let him score his hat-trick? But then we beat Arsenal. We didn't beat Arsenal. We lost to Arsenal 3-0, and we were lucky to lose 3-0 away. They've been on amazing goal-scoring form this season. If we look at Arsenal and look at their fixtures, actually, I was looking, they've got a lot of big games. Beat Wigan 7-1, beat Everton 5-0, beat 4-0, 4-0, 5-2, 4-0, 3-0. Like, they don't score many 1-0 games. Lost to Blackburn, though. 4-3. But they still went through, actually, I think. But yeah, they've been on a lot. They've scored a lot of goals this season. Then we lost to Marseille 3-2. Cooper and Fierro with our goals. Everton we beat 3-1. Alonso, Husband and Bakayoko. Man U we beat 4-1 at home, which was ridiculous. Husband, Ward-Prowse and Gutierrez and an own goal for them, but their goal was scored by Johnny Cooper. Then we had Slovan Bratislava 3-0 away. Danilo got 2 and Hooper got 1. Stoke we had in the Premier League 3-1. Nikolovsky, Galley and Danilo. We had Tottenham in the Capital One Cup quarter-final. We beat them 4-0. Husband with 3 and Fierro with 1. Husband's, I think, it was probably one of the top scorers in the Capital One Cup. Then we had Reading 3-0. Husband with 2 and Luke Shaw with 1. And then we had Galatasaray on the last game of the group 2-0. Husband and Gaston Ramirez. This is the group. It didn't stop us from coming second, which is quite annoying for the second year running, to Marseille. But obviously we've got our team now, so I'll tell you that later. But meanwhile, Middlesbrough we beat 4-0. Ramirez got 2 and Husband got 2. Burnley we beat 3-0. 2 for Husband again and Cooper with 1. Swans we drew 1-1 actually. Hooper with 1. Tottenham we beat 2-0. No, Tottenham beat 2-1 again. Galley with 2. Millwall we beat 2-0. Johnny Cooper and Provalic with his first goal of the season. He's been on, I think he sent him out on loan afterwards. 3-0 against Everton. Hooper, Cooper and Galley. Sunderland 1-0. Ramirez scored and then got sent off. That's why we didn't score anymore, I think. Liverpool 3-2. Ken Gray with his first goal for the club. On that our signing. Salcedo and Cooper scored. Aston Villa beat 1-0. Husband with the goal. Newcastle drew 0-0 away, which was pretty alright for the first leg of the Capital One Cup. Beat Wrexham 6-1 in the Cup. Hooper, Cabral, Nikolovsky, Danilo, Bakayoko and Jeremy Vogel. There's a lot of... We played a nearly completely second team. Vogel's goal was actually really good for his first goal for us. Beat Man City 2-0, Gutierrez with 2. Beat Sheffield Wednesday 5-1. Cooper, Husband, hat-trick and Danilo. And then we beat Chelsea 3-1, Husband with 2 and Gutierrez with 1. For the FA Cup, we have Sunderland. And then for the Champions League, we have Juventus, Man City, Lyon, Valencia, Marseille, PSG, Barcelona. That's a good game. Also Real Madrid, Chelsea, Lille, Bayern, Rubin Mannion, Porto, Dortmund. Things. We have a Capital One Cup final versus Arsenal. Actually, did we win it last year? I completely forgot. No, we didn't. Or the year before. We haven't won it since our second season. Actually, this could be our next cup. To be fair, but yes, that is basically the roundup. Really, we are looking to push on to win our second league title while we've been here. Our goals scored average is really good though, 3 goals a game and just under 1 goal conceded a game, which is actually really good. But yeah, we're doing pretty well. Oh yeah, also these two players, William Bob Baza was signed by, I think on a free because of the contract. Doesn't look very good to be fair, but still he's coming in. And then this guy, Javier Goixicera or Zia. No idea. Attacking midfielder from Mallorca coming in. I got him on a free as well. He was the only player I really needed to sign from that free transfer thing. That's really good though. But Santos, he's ineligible because really annoyingly Lyon played him, but they also played him for their reserves. But they play in the third division of the league. So it's counted as he played for 2 clubs already, so he can't play for us again this season, which is really annoying. But I will be back at the end of the season to see how we've done in all the competitions. So it's been Alex, guys, and I'll see you guys later.